Morning, guys. My dad is actually away today, so I'm mixing feed this morning. I just went and checked in with the milkers. Things are going smoothly so far. That's not good though. So I like having a feed pushing robot, but it's a little bit annoying when it's just sitting there. Ran off track for some reason, so gonna have to drive this back to home. I gotta drive it over the middle there to the charger right there. So I need to scrape up this manure first. So now I'm gonna get onto the Lely app so I can drive this thing. Just go into manual. I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing feed for the cows now. I'm gonna put the grain in first. Got a bit of a washout here. Last night we had well over an inch of rain, came pretty fast, so it's a little wet this morning. So I'm gonna put my molasses, toasted beans in, and then we'll go to the feed room and get the haylage and triticale. This unloader in reverse to start just to clean it out. Now we'll stop it off, let it sit, make sure it completely stops, and I'll put it forward. So while that's running, I'll just work at putting my minerals in here. I'm about ready to shut the haylage off, fire up the triticale a while. have some herd work I want to do this morning, so I'm tying the headlocks in right now. Once I'm done feeding, we'll work at that. So these are pretty handy. They'll just lock in like that. The milking cow batch is done. I'm just mixing up a little batch here for the heifer barn. Gonna run it out right there, and we'll move on to the next thing. I'm gonna throw bedding here in the pre-fresh pen and the special needs pen. This morning is Thursday morning. So we have a few cows I want to breed, actually 4 cows. And the guy that does our breeding was going to come around 8. It's 7:30 now, but he's here a little bit early. Just going to let that skid loader sit there for a little. We'll go pick out 4 bulls and then make sure he can catch those cows, help him get them. So they set up the mating for us on our computer, give us a few options for each cow that I'll just look at here. And now I'm going to go out to the barn and help him get those. Also on Thursday, we'll get blood tests for the ones we had bred 4 weeks ago. They're ready to check. So I'm gonna collect blood samples as well today. 482 right here. She had her calf 70 days ago, so this is her first breeding. And we're gonna do this 437 as well. We're breeding 2 of these 4 cows with Angus. Basically, if they have a calf, it'll be black, and we'll just sell it for beef, either way, if it's a heifer or a bull. Here's 506. So I helped him catch those cows for breeding. I didn't get the blood samples yet. I want to get the bedding done here, and then we'll go back out there and get those samples. I guess I can get you as a view from outside. I'm gonna go ahead and collect these blood samples I need now. So these little vials have a vacuum in them. So when I stick it on this needle, it'll just suck the blood right out into here. Works pretty good. So yeah, I just need 7 cows. All right, girl. There's just a blood vessel running through the tail there. I always wear milking gloves when I'm doing this because it's kind of a mess sometimes. Got my 7 samples. Made sure I let all the headlocks loose. Don't want to forget that and have the cows standing up here all morning. We had that heavy rain last night and we had water blowing in the calf barn a little bit. Should have had the curtain closed, but didn't get that done. So we're gonna just throw some bedding in right now. Megan's gonna help me do it. Gonna get a scoop of shavings. I'm just gonna head down the road to our rented farm, mixed feed for the heifers there, and then I'm gonna come have breakfast, and we'll see what happens after that. I have some spraying I want to do today. So the alfalfa we spray after each cutting between 7 to 14 days. We like to go over with the fertilizer and bug spray. We did third cutting alfalfa last week. I didn't get it filmed because, well, I actually wasn't here when we mowed, and it was a pretty uneventful cutting, so we got that done. But now I'm gonna go ahead and get the sprayer loaded up. Should be hooked up. Yeah, looks like we're good. Since we got the John Deere 7130, we haven't been using this one quite as much. It's kind of nice having two of them, but this one we kind of left on the sprayer, and it just saves me some time hooking and unhooking tractors all the time. Pretty much done spraying for the year. Just have to do after third cutting here and then fourth cutting alfalfa, and that'll be it. So we load the sprayer right here. This white tank's our molasses tank for feed. And right beside it we have this 1,000-gallon just water tank. I filled it up with the hose yesterday, so we have, well, it's not quite full, but it'll be enough for my sprayer today. I'm gonna go figure out how much product I need and bring it over here. We have a fertilizer that we're gonna put on. That's the main thing. It's in one of those totes there. I like to write all my ingredients on a piece of paper. We have 51 acres of alfalfa. We'll put this product called Torch in that's gonna help reduce the drift. Got a bug spray, 2 ounces to the acre. The fertilizer, we'll put 77 gallons in, and then the total 660 gallons of water. So we'll be spraying 13 gallons to the acre. Most of it will be water. First, I'll pump in about half the water we need. We'll probably go up to around 300 gallons. Guess we need gas. I'll go up to 300 gallons. We'll put in those two products there. And then I gotta get the skid loader to get that tote. So this here is for bugs. We have a type of bug called leaf hoppers, and they'll really damage the alfalfa and hurt your yields, make it yellow. We're gonna just put 2 ounces to the acre of this stuff, so less than a gallon for 51 acres. I have my boom locked up so it can't come down, can't fall down. This is a fertilizer that we've been using for years. Helps improve the health of the plant. It's got some nitrogen, potash, calcium, magnesium, boron. As you use it after every cutting, it'll strengthen the plant. We'll run 1.5 gallons to the acre. Now we'll just add water up to 660 gallons. Everything's loaded now. Just gonna let it mix a little bit and then we can go spray it. This field here is in its 3rd year. We'll just get 2 more cuttings this year, and then next year we'll plant corn in here. I'm running my GPS, just gonna map out where I drive, and then I'll go around the field and then I'll have a border. Just give me an idea where I'm at. But it's not too bad in these fields. I can actually see the tracks from where I sprayed last time. Pretty much just follow those tracks. Keep the GPS on just to make sure I'm at the right place. hot out there. So I did the 2 fields at the bottom of the farm. Now we're gonna come up and do these 4 strips. Might have to stop for a nice cold beverage. Spraying this new seeding field now. We used that S drill this spring to no-till it in at 5.5 inch rows. It's really coming in nice, no weeds, or not many weeds anyway. Should get a better yield this cutting now with all this rain. So I'm getting close to finished here. I'm across the road right now from the home farm, and I just got a phone call. They said there's a little issue there in the milking parlor. Just a really minor issue. There's a bolt that worked its way out on the one gate at the front end of the parlor, so I just got that tightened. Finished up the rest of the tank here. Just gonna head back to the shed and park it. Corn's planted May 5th. That corn's planted May 15th. That stuff's in tassel too. Now I gotta leave this nice AC. Whew. It is 2:30 in the afternoon now. Basically all I have to do today is feed heifers and then mix feed for the cows. So I guess I'll work at that. I'm gonna just call this video quits though, right here. So thanks a lot for watching, and make sure you hit the like button if you liked it anyway. All right, we'll see you guys.